Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about fate. I don't know. I get some like simultaneously spooky and happy vibes, probably because this journey card has the fog or kind of like difficulty to see what's in the horizon. We have harvest, fate, and journey. So there's a sense here that somebody is collecting the good things they've been awaiting or that they've been due, like good karma is coming to you. There's a sense of feeling a really strong connection. I love this card. It's very unusual when you compare it to the rest of them in the deck. The rest of them all have other words underneath to kind of help clarify. So for harvest, steady, stable rewards, financial gain, abundance, windfall. Journey has road, planes, distance, movement, relocation, and visits. But the fate card is just like, what else did you want me to say? It's fate. So we have somebody that feels like they have encountered something really important for their life. They may be considering a move or a trip with the journey card. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. All right, I like that one. Hi there, Debbie. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Hello, Paul. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you have some fun plans for the holiday weekend if you're American. I acknowledge that not everyone is. But yeah, I hope you have some fun weekend plans. This is the Situations deck. This one keeps coming out. So we have a connection. This is interesting because there are some similarities visually with our fate card, with two people facing each other. This could talk about people finally having a face-to-face conversation, spiritual union, soul contract, reconciliation, twin flames, the one, mirrored souls, pledged, and gossip. Well, I don't know. Some similar themes, you guys. We keep seeing this come out. There are people talking about two individuals that are into each other. Presumably not really on board with it, but these two individuals are receiving signs that they should be together, that they should have a conversation. This is a playful combination when you have some like concrete receipts, right? Next to synchronicities. It's like somebody asked into the ether, if you want me to do something, why don't you just like tell me you want me to do something? And then like lightning strikes. Or, okay, you want me to move? Then like, why don't you just like tell me where? And then like the background television noise, they can hear the news anchor say something like, in Baltimore. I'm not telling you to move to Baltimore. You move wherever you want to move. But there's something that like answers them, or something that is undeniable. So we have action being taken. Obviously, this pairs nicely with our journey card. When somebody feels like they really do know what they want or what is meant for them, they take action towards that fated connection. Let's go with the Morgan Greer. Hi there, Tiana. How are you doing? Isn't it? All right. 4 of Wands in the reverse. 10 of Swords. Who's this for? So there's a transformation here. And since we're talking about twin flames, that generally indicates that we have two people traversing the same path, the same type of journey, right? The same type of spiritual development. And a lot of times that kind of development has a little bit of a cost, a little bit of a prerequisite, right? If you want to be a total badass, you have to first like fight the mountain, you know? There's transformation here that has happened individually for two people or mostly separate, right? That's how twin flames works. You don't lift each other up in the difficult times. You might inspire, you might be there for part of it, but you're not going to be, carrying that person through that dark night of the soul. It's something you have to go through on your own. So you may have had evictions, getting kicked out, end of a relationship, needing to buy a new place. You may have had instability with your finances. You may have felt like you lost all of your friends. This Four of Wands, Ten of Swords combo with the Death is a gut punch. I'm not going to lie. I chuckle sometimes if I'm watching other people's tarot. And I really do have to say, like, I adore the tarot community. Like, there's some really, really talented people. There's also some people that are a little bit afraid to tell the truth with some of the darker combinations or readings, in my opinion, like kind of putting a little sugar on it, right? This is like my life sucked for a little bit. I had to go within. I had to find a way to be happy, even though things were ending, even though things were not going the way I wanted them to. But you can't really have sweet without the sour, I mean, sure, you can. You can just like, I don't know, dip your donuts in frosting, whatever you want to do. But this is saying we have somebody that is appreciating the harvest that comes in because they have gone without. Ace of Wands or Ace of Rods in this deck. In the reverse, Temperance in the reverse. The Hermit. By missing out on something, by feeling a sense of failure, by feeling like things were not going the way they wanted it to, or not feeling like they had what they needed. This could be you or your person. It was so loud for this person, the dissonance, the things that weren't working, the things that were off, the things that were lacking. They couldn't ignore it anymore. I was living a life. I thought I could make it work. I thought I could make changes. I thought I could salvage what wasn't working until I got like a slap in the face. Hey, this isn't your thing. Hermit. So if I know that it's not for me, then why am I here? Why am I doing this? We have somebody that is learning from loss, becoming a smarter person. And I think as a result, it's like they had little windshield wipers on their glasses and now they can see, they can see what's actually in front of them, right? Almost as if to say, if you hadn't gone through this Ten of Swords, if you hadn't gotten these swords in your back, you may not have been able to truly appreciate what was coming into your life. You may not have been able to even act on the blessing that is coming into your life. Star in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles. So some of you may have had to end a relationship in order to make room for a new relationship that is more your level. Star in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Rods, or Knight of Wands. This is telling me that it's been a while. That just made me hear a song. I think that's Stained. No E before the D. I don't want to sing it, but I think he literally says it's been a while. What does he say? Is it called like sober or something? I can't remember. This person has gone through an extended amount of time without feeling a sense of being whole, being happy, being cared for. Again, you had to do some things on your own, right? But this person is feeling like they've awoken from a slumber. Okay, so think about like what's coming through for me right now is the difference between when you wake up because your alarm is going off and you have another like mundane day, you have to go to work, nothing special, but you have to get up and it's just kind of like you're dragging, right? Versus when you wake up because you're so excited, you can't wait to like leave for your vacation, right? Which is perfect because it's a holiday weekend here. There's something here about somebody feeling like waking up is different. There's motivation, there's excitement. We have the King of Pentacles, Three of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. These are our two people. I really do feel like these two have learned very similar lessons, but on their own. They may have met a while back and they're coming back together. Or for some of you, you just feel like you've known this person for a long time. If you want to go a little bit deeper with it, it could be like a past life connection. If that's not really your thing, you just really click. But we have the King of Pentacles feeling like they have healed from some things that they really needed to. And I think finding some space to relate to their love interest over that healing process or what in particular they were healing from, and a sense of independence. So if it took a while to feel that way after a relationship ended, this person does feel that they are in a good place as far as individually and able to connect to others. And that's a big deal. I don't think there's enough celebration around that kind of vibe if you are genuinely at a place where you have let go of the baggage from the past or the difficulties from the past. You're feeling confident about what things lie for you ahead, without having to rest like all of your hopes on connections with other people, right? This person feels good about themselves. This is the Gilded Reverie. We have number 13, which is the Child. This can talk about playfulness, innocence, a new beginning. I'm going to go with that last one because the next card out is the Coffin or the Sarcophagus. Number 8. And that talks about endings. And I love this card because I obviously got a thing for Egypt. We got a very Egyptian vibe. So we have a new beginning coming to somebody that may have dealt with some anger over an ending. There may be a little bit of impatience, like when do I find something that makes me feel like I belong? They may have had a little bit of a problem with sexual partners in terms of maybe like falling in love because of a strong sexual connection or confusing lust for love. Only finding people that want lust and not love, that kind of thing, because we do have the shirtless man. Let's see, number 28 and 29 are the man and the women, and each of those have 2. There's one with a shirt and one without. We had the lady without a shirt yesterday, actually. So maybe that's who this masculine is thinking about. But we have somebody that I think has a new beginning that they've been waiting for. We have number 6, which is the Clouds. This talks about a little bit of confusion or not really knowing what lies ahead. Kind of comes across as somebody like rewriting what they see their future as. I don't normally take these cards when they flip out in the reverse, but I do feel like this is why there's confusion. There's something here that needs to be addressed in this situation. Somebody that you could be no contact with or your person is no contact with, because these are both cards that can be about communication. We have number 17, the storks or the birds. And then we have number, was it 7? 27. The envelope, the message. Both of them are in the reverse. So there's a conversation that needs to happen. Maybe you need to fully end things with somebody that doesn't know where things stand with you. Maybe you need to bury the hatchet with somebody in your family so that you aren't distracted about that while you're falling in love or pursuing someone. There's avoidance on communication that needs to be addressed. And then I don't normally leave my cards with them showing face up. I did for some reason. Number 33, the key. This is a resolution. So get a resolution before you get too far down the path of this relationship. Let's go with the tattoo tarot. Hello there, Bluto. How are you doing? Hello, Aubrey. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Empress Karen. Hello, Anna. It's a general reading. So if I do feel like there's a specific sign, I will call that out, especially if it's themed for the video. I will put it in the title. I don't do those as much anymore. I think because my collective is spread across too many different zodiac signs, they got a little bit washed down or watered down when I tried to do them by sign. But I will call them out if I see a lot of energy indicating a particular sign. Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and Strength in the reverse. This Page of Swords ties to our synchronicities, the receipts, the undeniable evidence of something. I think it's you can't move on from, or you can't imagine this person not in your life, that kind of energy, right? Like if I'm honest with myself, this is who I want to be with, or if I'm honest with myself, this is how I want my life to go. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to pursue. But there's an indication here of something coming back around. So it could be you go on a trip with somebody and then they decide like, I don't know if I want to go home. It's like, no, I can't be away from you for too long. This isn't a bad weakness in my mind, this Strength card in the reverse, because it's what's motivating this Knight of Wands, this desire to take quick action. And behind that is our Death card. This is somebody who feels a new beginning coming in because they've been able to put to rest the things that they don't need, or they have been able to heal from the traumas in their past. Empress in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands in the reverse. So we have somebody that has maybe spent a little bit of time on their own or been single for a while, really not really wanted to, was it one flipped over? Not really wanting to deal with petty arguments or investing in something that doesn't have a future. So this feels to me like, I've done enough dating, or I have experienced enough connections to know that if somebody is going to be emotionally manipulative or not giving, maybe there's a lack of respect, that I don't have the energy to invest in something that doesn't have a future. So if I don't have that interest, I'm pulling back. I'm not going to sit in that situation and think about it. So I think we have somebody that has avoided connections or has cut things off when they've realized this isn't the right situation. With Five of Wands in the reverse, there's also something here that feels very different about a love interest. There's like no competition for this person. So if you haven't met this person already, you will very soon. This person is going to make you feel like you're standing in a casino and everything's aligning after you pull the lever and you're like, hey, wait, somebody, hello, I need help. I need what? It's gonna feel a little unreal. Justice in the reverse, King of Wands, Magician. So we were just talking about astrological signs. I do feel like there's a lot of fire energy here. We could have Aries in particular, Leo or Sagittarius as well. Strength is Leo. Sorry, I have a hair somewhere. It's driving me crazy. All right. I think a lot of us go through being a people pleaser or doing things that are expected of us. And it gets to a point where you lose enough or you feel like you've over sacrificed or you've overgiven. You do too much, right? And you realize you have to like bring it back in. Hi there, Tara. How are you doing? Hello, Digital Sound Bath. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. How are you? The pendulum swings, right? If you get kind of like nobody puts baby in a corner, right? Like if people take too much from you, if people don't let you be yourself and you have to kind of reassert your own power, I feel like that's what's happening here. We have somebody, and I don't feel like it's like I'm demonstrating my power. I think it's reclaiming my power. This King of Wands is saying, I've gone through some shit. I'm not interested in repeating those things. If I want something, I'm going to go for it and I'm not going to feel bad for it. If I don't like something and I have to tell someone to back off, I'm going to do that. So we have, I think, a very assertive energy coming through. I've learned my lessons. I've loved and I lost, but I know now, almost like a red light, green light. Like if I really want something, I'm just, 0 to 60. I'm going to go for it, but it's not for me. I'll do a U-turn. I don't know. Maybe you really like cars. Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Again, a lot of fire energy. All but one card in this row. That's kind of wild. So we have somebody making plans. We had that journey card at the beginning and the projected card with the road, the road. I haven't said that in a really long time. So maybe that's specific for someone out there. But, she's holding a globe, but then also the way she holds the rod. It's kind of like someone driving manual. So it could be a road trip. This Sun card is giving me like can't stop smiling. What's that song by The Weeknd? Can't feel my face. This person is like, dang. It hasn't all happened yet, but with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, it's like, as I make these plans, I can feel a bunch of things are going to happen. I know this is going to move quickly. It's like I'm on the edge of, the Grand Canyon. There's just like a lot in front of me, So like a moment to kind of catch your breath before things get wild, This is the Egyptian tarot. You know, we had, where are you? The sarcophagus, so why not? Justice in the reverse again. Clarifying justice in the reverse. Look, I love tarot because there's a lot of beautiful art. There's a lot that I think you can learn about yourself. I think it can like challenge you in ways that maybe other people can't. But when you get clarification on a card of the exact same card in the reverse, let's just think like mathematically, there's 78 cards in the deck, 1 out of 78 already. But then the fact that it's in the reverse, what do we just like double that? Like that's, I'm sorry, you went through something, or your person went through something really heavy, and I'm sorry you went through that. It's not fixed yet, but I feel like that's what this abundance is about. You're getting in a harvest or some sort of good karma because someone took something from you, or because somebody mistreated you, or multiple people did. We have the King of Swords. Wow. Okay, again with the like statistics here. This is the masculine and feminine of the same suit, right? The swords. But beyond that, they are both in the reverse. And beyond that, they are also of the 4 pairs of kings and queens, the ones that represent X's. So I feel like both of you in this connection, again, you may not have quite met. You dealt with manipulative people that were difficult to get away from, people that would lie, people that would start fights for no reason, people that were effing difficult, man. They came out together in the reverse. That's big deal. So it's like I've dealt with some really argumentative and combative relationships. I just want one that feels good, right? But the important element here is you're drawing in healthier or less toxic connections because you dealt with what you needed to within. So because you have let go of certain things or behaviors or expectations or perspectives, you have this magnetism to the type of person you want to be with. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. So Six of Pentacles in the reverse makes me think back to our justice in the reverse, because the 6 of Pentacles quite often has a scale, like a Liberty scale on it. This one doesn't, but it's in the reverse. So I'm going to automatically think of justice in the reverse. Unequal or a loss, feeling like you didn't get what was fair, that kind of thing in love. But it's like the universe wants to say it didn't go well with that person because they didn't deserve you at your best. You had to accept that you deserved better than that person. And by doing that, it rerouted you towards the person that would be able to give you what you actually do want, or what you actually are deserving of, that other person was incapable of giving. Because, you know, there's like a hateful, vindictive, like me kind of energy over here. Like that's not going to be somebody who knows how to be unconditionally loving, right? That's going to be somebody who's like, well, what did you do for me? You know, like, that's great and all. I'll tell you all about my day, but I don't really care what happened in your day. You know, like this person was, or maybe both of you, connected to the wrong type of people. Queen of Chalices or Queen of Cups, the Tower, World in the reverse. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally thought this was the 6 of Pentacles and it's the 8. Why didn't any of you tell me? I swear I'm good with numbers, you guys. I'm sorry. But what the fuck? It's in the reverse too. So I like got the card wrong, but like kind of right. All right. Major changes, a major shift. This is like your timeline's changing. You might change multiple elements of your life all at the same time, right? Um, you're going to be in this Queen of Cups vibe, whether or not you're feminine or masculine. Because you've got both, right? You've got a sense here of feeling loved, like somebody appreciates me, somebody sees me, somebody wants to offer me their love after I've been through this difficult situation. Tower. But I know that I have to act quickly. If I want this, I know I can't just like, oh, hold on. Just gonna go get some Taco Bell real quick and think about this. No. World in the reverse. Do you want this to end or not? Because if you don't, you're going to have to avoid a loss. Still weirded out by seeing this as the Six of Pentacles. Like, you guys, I can count. I know the difference between 6 and 8. Shit. So if you don't put in the work, there's a risk here with this opportunity in love. But I feel like that's probably all the situations you would encounter. If you're not going to invest in it, you have this risk, right? That you're going to lose it. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some person that's going to be against this union or tell you you shouldn't invest in this. This could be somebody who doesn't want you to move away, somebody who doesn't believe you could fall so easily for somebody, or that you could be interested in somebody like that. They don't think it's the right kind of person. There's some roadblock here, but it doesn't seem to really phase you or your person, because with the 6 of Wands, Anubis showing up again, by the way, ended things, or it's like you have this inner knowing that things ended in the right time, or things opened up so that you could have this other opportunity. You know that it would go well. So it's kind of like you're like football blocking anybody that's like, but wait, are you sure? Shut the fuck. I'm sorry. Get out of my way. I don't need anybody to try to talk me out of it. Be careful with that. I do feel like there's a risk here of you kind of steamrolling over somebody that disagrees with you, and maybe you need just like a little bit of a lighter touch. You know, you don't have to like completely tell them they're wrong. I understand why you feel that way. You don't necessarily have all the information that I do, you know. Soft touch, please, if you will. Thank you, Tiana. Hello, Wanda. How are you? Really? That's not fun. I hope you find some more awesome people. Some rad bees. We got children. Your love life is being affected by children. So that could tell us that this card we got from the Gilded Reverie with the little girl, number 13, could actually be indicating there's a child involved in the situation. Could also indicate that there's healing from someone's childhood that influences this timeline when things actually work. But you've been manifesting each other. You've been trying to find a way to make this happen in person, or be with somebody that understands you. Soulmate. All right, so this is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What advice do we have for our people? Happiness from an unexpected source. That's so sweet. So you might be a little bit obnoxious to some people in the near future because you feel like you've hit the lottery. You feel like you have found something you've been looking for. It's like, have you ever found, like, I don't know, cash? Right, I probably shouldn't tell you all this, but I'm going to tell you this. I have this weird habit. I like to hide money from myself. And then I like forget about it. Maybe I've already told some of you this, but one time, literally like 2 days before my birthday, I found $400 that I had hidden from myself, like in my desk or something. And I was like, Well, happy birthday to me. Thank you, past Carmen. You're welcome, future Carmen. Uh, you've got something that's going to like make you feel like you're on cloud nine or like you have that smile you can't get rid of. There is somebody here who is ill that is going to recover. So if you're concerned about them, do what you can to be helpful and supportive. If they need to go to the doctor and they need you to tell them to go to the doctor, do that. But somebody is going to get better here. I do feel like the number 23 is important, which was yesterday's date. You have or will receive money real soon. Your finances are improving. For some of you, it's this money coming in. You take it as a sign, as those intuitive messages being backed up. Like those are the receipts. Like, oh, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Or, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. All of a sudden I have money to do exactly what I want. It's kind of like the universe wants me to do that kind of thing. Like if you're trying to go on a trip with this person. That's so weird. I was hoping for it to come out sideways because I wanted to put it up here. Your wisdom will be more appreciated later. Some people may not understand your moves. Some people may not understand how you want to operate or what your plan is, your grand scheme of whatever, right? The big overview, the picture. That's okay. You might be smarter than them. That's okay too. If people don't understand it, that doesn't mean you have to stop and explain it or wait for their approval. If you have a plan, execute on it because it looks like it's going to bring you happiness after you've dealt with people that weren't willing to like work with you on that plan. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I totally forgot to charge my stupid mouse, so I don't get to like just look cool and like end the reading like normal. But I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend or a wonderful regular weekend if you're not in the US. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.